Intel Electronics presents the Intellivision Gamer.
Well, that wasn't supposed to happen that way. What's going on, guys? Intellivision Gamer here, episode 56. We are going to play a couple of the past Homebrew Highlight games. We're going to get into a little more depth than just a quick show that we do in the normal part of it. We're going to have the rest of the show. We're going to have some news. We're going to have mail call. We're going to have a collector's minute. I'm going to show you where I was this past weekend. I was at Stockton Con, and I have a little video for that. What else we got here? I think that's it. We're going to show you, we have pretty decent amount of news tonight. So the main part of it is going to be some gameplay and Stockton Con and the rest of the show. Before we get started, make sure to like the video, guys. It really does help me out. If you're new here and you like Intellivision content, consider subbing as I put out content weekly. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Discord, AtariAge, and don't forget about my Retro Gamer channel for everything else retro other than Intellivision. I do Intellivision on there too, but just not as much. All right. The show links, some of them are already there. The rest of them are going to come right after. I did the Mad Dash. Almost forgot for a little bit. It was my first day back at work after 6 weeks off. Everything went well. Just like I never left. It was like I was gone a long weekend or something. So that was nice. Got home, thought I had a little longer to get ready. I was telling my wife about how my day went, and I'm like, man, I better get going. It takes a while to do some of this stuff. And I got a lot of it ready over the weekend, knowing that I wouldn't have all day because I was going to be back at work. So, all right, let's go ahead and say hello to everyone in chat, and then we'll get started. What's going on, Benville? First one here. Welcome. Eric Lamb, good to see you. Rickster, what's going on? Pierre is here, welcome. Michael Doherty, long time no chat. Metal Torso, what's going on, Dennis? Good to see you. Everyone's saying hello. Yeah, I was a couple minutes late. I wanted to have the last little bit of the stuff ready to go. David, good to see you as well. Des, what's going on? Good to see you. Operation Shutdown. Harvey, right on time. Kind of. I was actually like 2 minutes late myself, something like that. I haven't seen an AtariAge message from you if I've got one. I am ready to talk about what we discussed, but if there's anything new, I have not seen it. Marbs man, what's going on? Good to see you, sir. All right, so retro gamer news. YouTuber of the Month contest. If you guys don't know about that, Mike's Gaming Gala was... All right. Mike's Gaming Gala was YouTuber of the Month and then YouTuber of the Year. And I followed it whenever he was doing it. I kind of fell off. But somehow someone nominated me and they told me. And I thought it was for the Intellivision Gamer. I'm like, sweet. And I'm like, I can't find anything on it. There's nothing. And then finally, I started seeing comments, people started commenting, and I'm like, oh, it's for the Retro Gamer, which is, there's not even that much stuff there. I put out a couple gameplay videos and a lot of pickup videos, and I've done a few recently, and I went live to kind of talk about it and thank the guy that nominated me, but I'll put the link in the description. It's not there yet. If you wanted to go vote for me, that'd be great. I doubt I'm going to win. A lot of these guys, they're like comparable to my Intellivision Gamer channel. There's some pretty good channels there. And my Retro Gamer, there's just not a lot there. But it was still fun to be nominated, and we'll see how that goes. So if you click that link and vote, that'd be great. If you want to vote for someone else, that's great too. It's like, it's not really going to matter too much. There's a couple really good channels there. And I don't vote for myself. I voted for Aggie Thunderpaw or something like that. And I've been watching all these guys lately. I subbed to all of them, everyone that was nominated. So what else we got going on here? Let's get into some news. So first up, let me bring up the website. I've kind of got everything here ready to go. Luckily, that's why I was 2 minutes late, but I still have to do this part and bring the share screen up. All right, first up, we've got a restock of games. So as you might have seen, The restock is going to be tomorrow night, so definitely check it out. If you're looking for Amigo Cornhole, if you're looking for Which Way, if you're looking for Zigzag Zip Zap, there will be, where is it here, 14 of each game ready to go shortly. Don't wait around if you're wanting these games. It's not a for sure thing if they will come back after this. If another small run is warranted, it is possible, but don't count on that. Harvey says there are 14 of each ready to go, though. There's also a few Amigo Cornhole games, possibly some Pi RTO2 units, along with a Pi Coleco unit. So check that website out tomorrow. That will be in the description, along with the other part of the links. I will get those right after the show, right after I eat. So, new games. We got Sorrow of Godland Thur re-release. I got to get the email on where to send that, but I pre-ordered mine already. It should be on the way. I got that all the way back at PRGE. I'm looking forward to that. Paulista Avenue, if you guys know, I don't think there's any copies of the first 50. He's going to be waiting on more supplies. So it's possible there might have been one, but I reached out to him right before the show. I don't think there's any left, but I will update you guys if there is one. So next up, we've got the Stampede Challenge on Intellivision Invasion Facebook group. I actually was able to participate in this one. I almost made the top 3. I only gave it a couple tries. I didn't have much time, but there were 2 really impressive scores. My gosh, if you guys have played Stampede, Kirk Kietsky, 13,897. That is crazy, Kirk. That is awesome. Rick, 11,903. That is amazing as well. And you can see the drop after here. Third, I've been over 2,000 a few times. I just couldn't do it when I was playing for this challenge. We've got James Brad Witt, 1819. And then I was in fourth with 1798. We had Romaine, 1748. Kevin Schultz, the guy who runs it, 1730. Cristiano, 1683. Gadislaw, 1659. Jose, 997. And DJ Forster, 305. So 10 people played and participated on Stampede. That's a pretty good turnout. It's a quick, easy game. I like it. It's not easy to get far, but it's easy to pick up and play for sure. Next up, we've got some results from high score contest for Intellivision on AtariAge Season 20, Atlantis. If Rick's in there, if there's another one, Rick, this is the one I saw with results. This ended last week. My voice is a little shot. Here we've got the scores. Wolfie62 is going to take it with an impressive 39,000. And, did I even say it? This is Atlantis right here. I wanted to get in on this one. I didn't have time. I love Atlantis. I had it as a kid. I played it quite a bit. I can't even remember my high score, but it would probably be somewhere towards the top. Not these top guys, but right here in 15 to 20 range, I believe. I'd have to check. Rick, 25,000. DPI, 25,000. Peripheral, 20,420. Inti fan Matt, 20,000. And we've got several more people, 15, 12, 10, 10, 8, 3, and 1. Crash. What the heck? Is that just a quick game and or you didn't know how to play this one? I know you can play games better than that. All right, so if you guys haven't seen this, I posted about it. Intellivision Revolution is looking for game testers. Now, here are the qualifications you need to meet. You need to have time to play. You need to offer honest critique, not just, oh, yeah, everything's great, or just play him to get free ROMs. Not what he's looking for. Good at not sharing information. Means like you're going to be, if you're selected, you're going to get these games before they're around and out. Definitely don't be sharing them. Don't be talking about them. Just play. I'm not sure if he's looking for original hardware only. That question came up. But if you're interested in being a game tester for Intellivision Revolution, get on the link and go find my Facebook page. I put it in all the groups. You guys have probably seen it. And click and send him a message. And you guys can go from there. Maybe you can get in on some of these games. He has a lot of games that are upcoming, and I think he's going to spread that around. So if you've always wanted to do that, I know a few people are already on board. Definitely go check it out because I think that's very cool to test the games and be a part of them. All right, what do we got here next? I think that I got to play Mr. Do because I forgot to do that last time. So let me go ahead and turn this on so I don't flash you guys. We are going to switch to Mr. Do. This thing is about finished. You're about to see the final version. Little things might be tweaked still, but it is pretty much done. I'm not sure the correct terminology. I guess I shouldn't be. For me, I call it a work in progress if it's not the final version, but I guess that's not the right term to use. I apologize to William for using that. I did retract it and change everything up. But for me, that's how I viewed it, and I didn't know any different. So here we're going to show you just about done final version of Mr. Do. I'm excited for this one. Catch up with chat here in a second. Do I have mute on? Nope. I think that's about where this one needs to be. Let me know if you guys can hear this or not. I'll catch up with chat before we get going here. Yeah, I don't have the link in there yet. I'll put those afterwards. The only links I have are on my social media links, and I have the YouTuber highlight video links, and I ran out of time. So I did not get the YouTuber link, but I will put it in there afterwards. It's not a big deal. If you want to go vote, you can, but I'll post it afterwards. Michael says, I cost myself an election in 4th grade by asking if you could vote for yourself. I think Mike got me started on that for YouTuber of the Month. I think he said, about not voting for yourself. And I agree. I think, it's one vote. I don't mind. I went and found my favorite one, the guy that does more retro stuff. And that's the reason I picked him. He does more retro. You are welcome, Harvey. Again, like I said, once they are completely uploaded, if you send me a message, I'll try to watch too. I will share it everywhere on all the groups and post the links and what's available. Yes, he did. You guys were amazing at Stampede. I would love, do you have a video of that? Because I would love to see Stampede that far in. Yeah, I need to get better at this one too. I forgot about that. This week, they're playing Beam Rider, River Raid, and Canyon Escape. All 3 games in 1 week. I love Beam Rider. I love River Raid. I have Canyon Escape. Is that from the Tiny Contest, or is there the newer version? Sean Wilson, good to see you. He says, my PM was sent to Rev, hoping to get picked. I wish you luck. I wish you luck. Marsman says, I hope I will get selected. Well, definitely, if I get that YouTuber of the Month, which is highly unlikely, like I said, if it was Intellivision Gamer, I might have a chance. But that one, there's not a lot there. I will nominate you, sir. You are definitely worthy in where I go for all my Xbox news. EE Buckeye, what's going on, Brad? Good to see you. You are still showing the fort. Oh, my gosh. One second here. Remove. Thank you. Why is that not showing? I should not be showing this right here. Oh, I know what happened. I'm thinking I'm showing everything. I should have been on virtual cam and I wasn't. I was wondering what the heck was going on. Thank you, Michael. Really like to see it. What did I miss? I forgot where you're at. Now my brain's all frazzled. I had a long day. My first day back. I am sleepy. I didn't sleep the best, but I'm all right. Every time someone says retro, ugh. I'm retro. I'm like old. When people say retro, they usually don't mean as old as I go. Inti Basic final version of Canyon Escape. Okay, good. I like that one. Marsman says, I think about how Retro Marbs has no subs. I'm on there. It takes a while with Retro. It really does. Humbled by your confidence in me. I love watching your stuff for Xbox. It's great. You have a lot of cool stuff. You're you're knowledgeable in Xbox too. And it's like, I'm not so much anymore. So I love whenever you post new videos. Each game goes for 2 weeks on AtariAge. This is for the high score challenge. changed some in and out over that time. Okay, I see. I'll try to get in on one of them. Yeah, now we can see Mr. Do. At least I wasn't playing it yet. It's hard for me to tell because I have OBS open and I have all the different layouts, and then I have StreamYard. I do virtual cam, but I also have to flip my camera. And when I was bowling, usually it's on OBS camera, but when I was bowling on Thursday, I had it switched to my actual webcam because I don't use OBS for that. So it looks right on my end, and then you guys, it does not look right. Oh, nice. I'll definitely be watching, especially now that I'm back to work. I'm watching it, I'll be watching a ton of YouTube. Now we can see Mr. Do. Mr. Do looks sweet. Cannot wait until it becomes available. It will be soon. It will be soon. Wait, there is a package in the mail to you. Oh. I get packages all the time, but I like the ones that I don't know about. All right, let me show you Mr. Do here really quick. I was supposed to show this last week, and we had a long-ass show, and I'm very grateful that I kind of forgot, I guess, because we went second longest show ever, 3 hours and 18 minutes, and you guys watched, or a lot of you guys watched the whole time. I was surprised. All right, so you've got 2 difficulties, 1 or 2 players. Title screen looks great. Whole game is great. Can you guys hear it okay? We're only going to play it a few minutes here. I just want to show off this near final version. Uh-oh. Don't dig through there. For Intellivision, it's a really good version of Mr. Do. I really enjoy this. Ooh, I hit them all. I didn't mean to do that. Let's get that X. I don't think I'm not gonna play long enough to show you guys Extra Man anyway. I did put out a video recently, not a live video, but an actual video recorded. And if you haven't seen that yet, you can go see some longer Mr. Do gameplay. I also... Oh, I thought it was there. Oh no, I should have got the letter already. And in that, I got the Extra Man, so you can see that if you're interested. Come back. Come back. Oh. Yes, a lot of people, Dig Dug, Mr. Do, I call those two very similar. I love them both. So if you, some of you guys have already heard me say this. One of my friends in high school, his dad worked on arcade machines for a living. And that's where I came to know Mr. Do. He had it in his garage. I think they had like 3 arcade cabs, and Mr. Do was always one of them there. In fact, it's one of the few games that my buddy can almost beat me at every time. I mean, when I have a good game, I can beat him, but he beats me more than I beat him. Oh, come on, come back. Not the guy I wanted to hit, but I guess that'll work. All right, let's Let's see if I can keep this going right now. It's always something. Too many screens, too many settings. All right, let's see. Mr. Dulick, sweet. Cannot wait. I believe I got that one. Looks very good, says Marbs Man. Eric Lamb, I really want this one. Rick says, kind of like Dig Dug. It's very similar to me. I love them both, as I said. All right, where are we at here? So we got the testers. We got, so how many of you guys saw the spiker on eBay? I was going to talk about it. I was actually going to go after it. It was an auction. It started at $2,000. That's why I didn't post it everywhere. But it also had a make offer. Usually that means, you know, it's going to start at $2,000 minimum, but if you want a higher offer, you can tempt them. Usually it doesn't go lower unless it's a buy it now, at least most of the time that I see. So I was watching it and I was chatting with the guy because it was a brand new seller. Turns out he was the nephew of an old Intellivision collector that passed away in his 80s. I think he passed away like 7 years ago. And then his wife passed away, and I don't know the whole story, but his nephew ended up with all the video games. And there's some rare stuff. Stadium Mud Buggies, there's a really rare Super Nintendo game. I can't recall the name of it. I had to look it up. But he also had Spiker. The box is pretty mint. So I was watching that, and all of a sudden I saw that it sold, and he took an offer. It sold for $1,500, which is cheap for Spiker. That's cheap. And, you know, so that's just really cool. We haven't seen a Spiker in quite some time on eBay. I definitely call that newsworthy if you're an Intellivision collector or fan. I know a lot of you guys are looking for it. Hopefully we'll have another one here soon. But I thought it was cool that one came up. Only other news, we've got some new old stuff. Let me switch it back over here. So don't forget, IntelliPaddle. We have, let me show you the picture part here. If you have not seen these things are amazing. I have it for the Coleco, for the Atari 2600. It's red. And I have a few, including the splitter, for Intellivision. These things work amazing if you're into paddle controllers. Definitely check it out. That link will be in the description. You can find it on other videos as well. Next up, don't forget, we have the game soundtracks. Let me scroll back up. Should have been at the top there. So this is a Don. He does a lot of the sound or the music on Intellivision homebrew games. I have everything he's put out. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm supposed to have everything. The next 4 games, Gradius, which was a work in progress, but it may not be able to be done correctly on the Intellivision, but we're going to have the soundtrack anyway. Mermaid, Intellivision Revolution game. I believe this is fairly close. We played it at PRGE. I really like it. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on that game. Another work in progress, Gunfight. You can get the soundtracks before the games. And Adventure. This one is not going to be called Adventure. It is a work in progress title. And I have not seen anything about this one, so I'm intrigued. I want to see more about it. This is all I've seen. So you can go to the link that'll be in the description. You can send Adon a message. And 4 CDs are $65 with free shipping. And they're all handmade on demand. So they don't really run out. I believe you can still order any of the games you're interested in. If you want to, I should probably put out a video and showing off and maybe a couple seconds of a sample on a few of them. I need to ask him permission first and just show off everything that's available. And then if you want any of them, I believe you can just send him a message and he can make any of them, the ones he's done so far. Pretty sure anyway. All right. So now we're going to go to mail call. Let's show you what I've got. Where are you? Collector's Minute. All right. This one is from the Retro Gamer. We're going to show you, I have no Intellivision, but we're going to show you what I have picked up. What is going on, guys? The Retro Gamer here. I wanted to show you what I picked up this week. I'll also be working on another video that should be coming out shortly. I went to Stockton Con on Saturday. It was an all-weekend event, but it was a little light on the gaming vendors this year, so we only went yesterday. So today I took the family to a movie. So let's go ahead and show you what I've picked up recently. This was an eBay purchase. I am working on testing some adapters for Intellivision, and that lets you use console controllers from various consoles, from Atari, Sega, Nintendo, and this little guy, let me get it out of here, sorry if that's loud. This little guy works great for Intellivision because it has the full keypad. It's a Super Nintendo controller from Japan. It works great. It's supported on the adapters, so I grabbed a few of these. Again, full keypad just like the Intellivision controller. Works great. This was also an eBay purchase. I've been going pretty hard after the Sega Master System. I could see the white box, so I knew what this was. Lots of bubble wrap, thank you. So this is Walter Payton Football. There is the back. Look forward to trying that. I love sports games. Now, I subscribe to a few physical magazines. This is Retro Gamer Annual. If you love gaming magazines, I highly recommend it. Let's keep them alive. I get Retro Gamer and Old School Gamer along with Crash and Next magazines. This is something I picked up at Target this last weekend. It was on clearance. It is from the movie. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a really cool looking little guy. It's not just like, it's very well made. It's not just like a cheap little thing. So, I mean, I didn't buy it. It's the one where you can move him and he stays. So I got him for the shelf over on the Nintendo side. Next up, I got a box from Mr. in the yard sale area. If you guys don't know about that, be sure to check it out from time to time. There's lots of cool stuff there. I ordered one recently, you probably saw in one of the last videos. This is an adapter that lets you use Super Nintendo controllers on your NES. I got a couple of those, and the reason I got these is because those adapters that I was talking to you about, there's one that's Super Nintendo and Nintendo, but it has an NES plug. It was going to be 2 adapters early on, now it's just moved to 1. So with that adapter, I can use all my NES and Super Nintendo controllers, and that also includes all the 8-bit DOE wireless controllers and modern options. They work well also. So next we got a Reflex. I haven't seen this before. I thought it looked kind of cool, maybe for some of the old consoles. It lets you take RF and it shoots it out to RCA jacks, and from there I can go into my RetroTink 5X Pro. And we'll see what kind of picture this gives out. Also lets you replicate channel 3 or 4. This was from Mr. as well. I saw this on there, and years ago I had a lot of Atari Jaguar stuff, and years ago I sold it all. PRGE, I grabbed a boxed console. I have some controllers. I don't think I have much else. This was sealed still, Checkered Flag. This is a game that I had originally on my Jaguar that I bought new. I don't remember it being the best racing game, but I was happy to buy it for the price it was listed, and I have a new Jaguar game. What else is in here? One more item. This is an adapter for TurboGrafx 16 controllers. It lets you take the Japanese controllers and hook them up to a US model. Oh, I lied. I got one more. My RetroTink 2X Mini. I use a RetroTink 5X Pro most of the time. These came back in stock. I wanted to pick one up. Did I forget something in there? Nope. Definitely don't want to throw anything away. And this, the big box for the Mini. And this is a RetroTink cable. I can't remember what this is to. I believe it just lets you hook it up to RCA jacks. And this is a RetroTink 2X Pro. So now I have the Mini, the 2X Pro, and the 5X Pro. I also have RetroTink 2 SCART, I believe. So it's always good to have a backup, and I can have a few stations with modded consoles and have that good image that you want. All right, so what do you guys think? That's going to do it for this week. Not as big as recent times, but like I said, shortly I'll be releasing a video with all of my pickups and talk a little bit about Stockton Con. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, this week's Homebrew Highlight is Rick Dynamite. This is a Homebrew Inc. 2020 release, but the history on this game goes way back farther than 2020. In the 2000s, it was actually one of the first homebrews being made. And it just didn't. I was surprised when I came back to collecting in 2020, it was just coming out. Here is the front of the box. Here is the back. It is a gatefold box. Here we have a nice new cart and label. A nice color manual. I'll give you a sample of the inside here. And of course, we have an overlay. So let's go ahead and show you a little bit of Rick Dynamite. This is one of my favorite games all time. This is the game that I have used the exact cart on some of my videos, so I have some game save. This is a game that you memorize. Like, you get so far and you just kind of figure it out and try again. Some of it I'm going to remember, but it's not exactly easy for the first few times you play. Now I'm just going to shoot, because I'm not going to play this too much. I just want to show you a little bit of the game. Oh boy, I forgot this part. There we go. I fall down here, get the treasure, shoot the bad guy. Now you can use dynamite as well, and you have to keep track of all of your bullets. You run out of bullets, you're not going to survive. So you have to use your dynamite and your bullets sparingly. It matters a lot more as you progress further into the game. Let's go ahead and just shoot them. There's my stick. Get that treasure. So here we're going to use dynamite for the first time. Lay it and get back, because you never know which way those blocks are going to go. Here's another instance where you have to have dynamite. You cannot pass if you've used all your dynamite. Shot them both. Normally I wouldn't do that. Now this is tricky. You can make it to that. If I can, I did it. All right. Now that's going to pop down. It's going to go back up, and we're going to zoom underneath. There we get some dynamite. So what I like to do is use... Oh, I didn't get the button pushed. I like to use dynamite and save some bullets. Again, normally I would not use 2 shots there. Here, you can use 1 dynamite and then jump the rest of the way. Alright, well you see that block took me out. I was just getting ready to stop. Alright, so there you have Rick Dynamite. What do you guys think? I love this game. I highly recommend it if you haven't played it or you don't own it in your collection. Coming up soon, we'll be getting into some deeper gameplay. I have some game saves. I want to keep going and explore more of this game. I'm somewhere about halfway through, but I think I'm going to start over and do a series on it. I want to get to the end. So, all right, guys. For the Collector's Minute this week, we're going to take a look at prototypes. So prototypes are early versions of the game, maybe just to show it off, early concepts, for people to play test and find bugs. I'm sure there's various reasons why they exist. Sometimes they just have a quick and dirty label with the name on it. Other times they have version numbers and dates and a little bit more information. I'll show you the 5 that I have. First up, we're going to have the Dreadnought Factor MZ-004, copyright 1983, Activision Inc. Next up, we've got just a plain yellow label lab prototype, Pitfall. This was my first one. I've actually had this one for 20-something years. So next up, we'll show you River Raid, MZ-007, 1982, 1983, copyright Activision Inc. We'll go back to one of those yellow labeled lab prototypes, one of my recent pickups, Stampede. No information on there. And the last of the 5 that I currently have, Beam Rider, MZ-005, prototype confidential, 62483, Activision Inc. So I'm curious, do you collect prototypes for any consoles that you collect for, specifically Intellivision? I have 5. I have a few more in the works that I hopefully will have my hands on soon. And once I have one for all the games known, I'm assuming I will go for, different variants of different versions of these games. A lot of people don't even know they exist. They're not cheap to obtain or easy to find. So yeah, that's what I've got this week for the Collector's Minute. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys. Let me catch up on chat here. Saw a few people. Welcome, Eric. Good to see you. I don't think you've been in here before. Creeper. Always good to have the Creeper. I was just watching him play Intellivision Centipede earlier today. Definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it. Yeah, I never realized that Casey had murderous tendencies. PJ Smith, what's going on, PJ? Good to see you. And I think I missed one more. I don't think I called your name out, DJ. DJC, I did throw it up there, but good to see you, sir. Definitely make sure when is that? In about 2 hours, little less. It is 7:30 my time Pacific. DJC is going to have late night Intellivision. He's going to be playing some games and chatting. Definitely check that out. Roger Matthews, Psycho Stormtrooper, what is going on, sir? Good to see you. Yes, hopefully not for long, Roger. Hopefully not for long. Marbs Man, too expensive. Would rather have the finished game. I agree, but I'm one of those sick individuals that has to buy everything, at least for Intellivision. Like, I'm not buying rare prototypes for all consoles. I mean, if I run across some old stuff, like I think I have 1 or 2 for Odyssey 2. I actually picked that up local. Saw it online. I happened to be the only local person around and went and picked it up. But I'm not buying those for like everything, but for Intellivision, I love having those. Almost caught up here. Remy, what's going on? Good to see you. For the first time, I posted the link to the Intellivision Show also on my Retro Gamer channel. Figured there's quite a few people there that have no idea of the Intellivision Gamer. Figured might get a few more people over to this channel to watch some Intellivision. Yeah, if it was a steelbook, I get that, and I've started to go after those now thanks to you. I do have a few. The funny thing was, I think I told you, the one I bought from Sack Gamers Expo, I come home and I was just buying the steel cases, the steelbook case. I came home and I had the entire game still shrink wrapped sitting on the shelf. I just never really paid attention to steelbooks before. I mean, I knew they were like a special edition, but now I freaking collect them when I see them. Anime Bailey, good to see you. Welcome. Oh, yeah, but for me, that's a good thing. My wallet hates you, but I love it. All right, so where I was this weekend, I took my family to Stockton Con. Now, I was told there would be a ton of game vendors there, and there was maybe like 6. Um, there's usually a lot more, and I think the reason is because the week before there was a local free swap, and then this coming weekend there's a big event with like 30 vendors up in Rockland, which is like an hour 20 from me. It's at one of the big game stores up there, and there's a big event this Saturday. So I'm thinking maybe they just skipped this one. Didn't work out in their schedules. There were still some guys that I recognize from a lot of the local stuff I've been going to lately since I've been off for 6 weeks. But I do plan on going to the show this Saturday. There's usually not too much Gen 2, but you never know. There's going to be over 30 vendors, and what I'm really hoping for is to get a few more NES games that I need for the collection. I think I picked up like 17 this weekend, and Master System. I really want to get some more Master System games. They had 0 at Stockton Con, and I wanted to show you guys a little bit about my trip. I made a little video. I'm going to play it. Let me catch up here. It'd be cool if the prototypes have different boards or ROMs. I did play them, Roger, and I was thinking about I did notice small differences, but nothing major on the ones I have. I thought about doing some gameplay and, just put out a video, one for each one. And if you guys see anything you notice, put it down in the comments. But I did try them all. They all function. One of them, and actually the one I've had forever, it didn't want to pop up. I put it in and out a little bit, and I hit reset, and it pops up fine now. So I don't know what was going on there, but they all work. That's mainly what I wanted to check, but I did play them all for maybe 3 to 5 minutes each. And I did notice a few little things, but some of you guys may notice more. So I'm thinking about doing some gameplay videos and, kind of do a playlist for prototypes. And then when you guys notice things, you can drop them in the comments because I don't catch all those things. Guitar Rob, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so I'm going to play a video of Stockton Con. I think it's about 10 minutes, and I'm going to show you. I need to do a better job. I know what to do, but the problem is I'm there shopping. I'm with my family. We're walking around doing things. Kids, I got to pee. I'm hungry. Can I have this, Daddy? So it's hard. It's hard to go around and do what I should do to cover an event. I did do a little bit of it, as you can see in this video, and I got a plan for Saturday. I will cover it better, and I'll use these same techniques that I'm learning watching other people do it, and I'll start doing better. I'm really looking forward to covering PRGE this year really well, and I'm hoping I'm going to have my family with me. We're coming up in April. We're going to be at the Midwest Gaming Classic. I'm hoping to cover that really in depth as well. We'll be there all weekend. I'll do at least a big walkthrough and then speak to things, when I get back. I want to go live a few times. I want to chat with some of the gaming vendors, and, I hope they put out some good footage. I've never been anywhere this far, and it's going to be a fun trip. We're going to be about 2.5 weeks, a nice vacation for the family, and I'm going to have a lot of fun at that show. Maybe meet Roger face-to-face for the first time. Been my friend for 20-something years, online collecting buddy, but I've never met him in person. I know Sean, he hasn't been here in a few weeks now, probably 3 weeks. He's been busy. He's working hard right now, doing a lot of extra work on a project, and he is going to be there with his family, so it'd be really cool if Roger can make it as well. Either way, I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I definitely will go to some other big shows, but I can only go to a big show like that maybe every couple years. That's that far, because I go to PRG every year, and that's a big trip for me. And I only have so much vacation and only so much time that the wife's going to let me turn game trips into family vacations. So once in a while, I'd like to go to Korg's, maybe in a couple years, we'll do that. Next year, I go to 6 weeks vacation, so I'll have 2 extra weeks, and I plan on using that at least 1 week to go to a game convention. Roger says, yes, Casey, good idea. It's talking about the prototypes, and I'll put out a video for each one, and I'll do like maybe, I don't know, what do you think's good, Roger? 15 to 30 minutes max, something like that. Just play, and if you guys want to keep watching it, go ahead and try to find differences. Guitar Rob says, yes, lots of video footage of your trip is necessary, my friend. This one I took some, not a lot. I got the idea. I know how to do it now. I will record. I will document the Midwest Gaming Classic a lot better than what I'm about to show you. Remy says, I'm thinking I need to find a local retro game con to try and get a bunch of homebrews. You seem to be well served in the U.S. with those. Yeah, and if you find any, send me the links. I follow everything, any kind of show, local game store. I love following all that. Retro Bliss Gaming, what's going on? Good to see you. I am a blister, and if you don't know what that means, that's what someone calls all of Retro Bliss Gaming's members. So I am a blister, a proud blister. If you love retro gaming, he does a lot of Atari. He also plays a lot of Intellivision. He goes into a lot of other consoles as well. They have a podcast every Tuesday, and it is 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern. Definitely check it out if you don't know about Retro Bliss Gaming. Great guy, great channel. Man of Basic, what is going on? Good to see you. Oh, yes, definitely. I will take a ton of videos and pictures at the Midwest Gaming Classic. I plan on doing my best coverage ever at that event. And I'll have my wife help me if I need help with a camera. If I need a camera person, it's going to be her. Of course, of course. It's a great channel. I don't have to be coerced into that. In fact, if you went live today, I missed it. I was back at work and I'm like, I was kind of getting in the routine, getting everything back how I want it in my area. I've had random people for 6 weeks. So I only watched a little bit of YouTube today, but tomorrow I plan on catching up on everything I've missed here recently. Bless is the man for retro goodness. Yes, and streams games like almost every day of the work week, which is awesome. All right, so let's get into this. Stockton Con. Again, this is a very small video. Half of it will be pickups. So I'm going to pop it on here. Okay, so Stockton Con was a fun event that I took my family to this past weekend. It kind of has a little bit for everyone. There's games, comics, anime, pops. There's all kinds of cosplay stuff. There's a ton of people walking around dressed up, people signing autographs, all kinds of famous people. It takes place in a big hockey arena. At least that's the events that I went to there. So you had everyone out on the main floor, as you'll see in some pictures coming up. And then you had the upper area, and you had vendors all around there. And then all around the outer area, you had food vendors and more vendors outside. It was a pretty fun event for the whole family, and I'll go ahead and show you a little bit about it. Here was the flyer, and here's the back. And we'll show you a little bit of the Facebook page. Here is the Stockton winner Facebook page, Stockton Con, 13,000 likes. Definitely I'll give them a follow if you're in the area or want to check it out. You can see all kinds. This is pictures from the event this weekend. Tons of cool stuff to check out. We'll just scroll through for a little bit. There was a lot of art stuff, a lot of handmade stuff. I forgot to mention that earlier. We picked up a lot of gaming items, took pictures, picked up a few handmade items, a 3D printed starfish that we tried to get at Sac Gamers Expo, but he was out, and there were some printing at home. The same vendor was there, so my wife was really excited to get a hold of that. Here we've got some wrestlers. This was 11 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. We just attended on Saturday. She doesn't look too happy. I'm recognizing a lot of the people that I saw walking around. This was the entryway whenever you came in. This was the outer vendor area around the whole perimeter. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into some of the pictures, and we'll talk our way through the few that I took. This is the outer part. The line wrapped all the way around the building, and you waited to get inside. This is right before you go in. Inside, you'll go through metal detectors. They check all your bags and make sure everything's okay. This was a picture my kids took right inside. Ended up my wife knew the guy, and that was his wife there. This is from the balcony area. It kind of shows off the main vendor area. This was from the other corner, looking the different direction, all the inside vendors. This was up in the balcony area, one of them anyway. Lots of vendors, lots of people walking around cosplay, lots of famous people getting signing autographs. I didn't get too many of the vendors. This was the NES area, a guy I met at Sack Gamers Expo, all NES games. I got quite a few of them here. These are NES box games, Genesis, N64, Super Nintendo, and I missed those Jaguar box games. Same vendor, Super Nintendo. I don't think I picked up any Super Nintendo games. This was the side of his booth, a lot of different consoles. I picked up my Master System from him at Sack Gamers Expo. These are Pops. This was the largest vendor, but there were a ton of Pop vendors. One of the many comic book vendors. This had a nice wall display and tons of boxes you can see there to go through. A few random items. You hardly ever see Vectrix consoles, let alone controllers, and here was one for sale by itself. I always highlight Intellivision, it's my favorite, and here was a box of just Intellivision games. Here was a box of random Gen 2 cartridges. Okay, now for the fun part. I get to show you what I purchased at the show. Let's start off with the small stuff. So I don't collect Legos, but I do buy gaming characters. There was a Bowser. And these Lego vendors, I wish I got some more pictures and videos. They had a ton of different Lego characters. There is the princess with a sword. I love just setting these up on the shelf in the Nintendo and Sega areas or whatever, the item may be. Obviously, this is going in the Sega area. Hopefully, I didn't just show this one. I kind of lost track there. Here's a Yoshi. Waluigi, I think it is. And a red shell. The dreaded red shell. Mario Kart. Ugh. When you're about to win and you see these things coming. Alright. So I saw this and I didn't know what it was. I bought it just in case. It's probably just a home label for something that was missing a label. But ColecoVision Venture. It was cheap, so I figured, I'm going to buy it anyway. I picked up another Zapper. It was $10 or less. I forget what I paid after the discount. The more you buy, the more you save. Now, this one was a pretty good deal. The end, it is like coming out, but you can kind of fix that. It still functions fully. This is the turbo stick for the TurboGrafx 16. I had these way back, and that's my first one currently. So now we've got a big stack of NES games that I got from 3 different vendors. I try to support everyone that had games, and I think I did a pretty good job. Here is Battle Tank. I didn't need this one, but I want another one because this is from Gary Kitchen, and I want him to sign one. So I'll have a signed copy and then a regular copy. I'm sure I'll see him at PRGE or one of these other big events because they do live around here. California Games. Stinger. Grab a stack here. What is this? Image Fight. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I got much better deals than the stickers you see on here. What is this? Golgo 13 Top Secret Episode? I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. And this is Trojan. Gonna drop it there. Here is Adventure Island 2. I believe I just need 3 now, which is probably the most expensive one. And this is a game I hadn't seen before. It has like a switch on the back. It's like a gold cart, Big Nose, the Caveman. And the label is different than the other ones. Let me show you. It's got a switch in there. And it says, position B only. Use this position if game does not work with position A. So there's 2. It's a switch. You can go A or B. I have no idea what that is for. All right, let's get into the next stack. We've got Jaws. This time there's no escape. We've got Mystery Quest. Little League Baseball Championship Series. Street Fighter 2010. Stealth. Tag Team Wrestling. Shadowgate. Whoop. Get it in view here. And Adventures of Gilligan's Island. I don't think I had seen that one before anywhere. All right, so we've got 1 box game, and because it was for a good price, and my golf black box game is pretty rough, and this one was in pretty good shape, and I didn't mind. I think I paid $35, so I was happy to pick that up. Now I have something for sale or trade, or for my current golf game. And then I am a huge Niner fan, Joe Montana, and this is NFL Football 94, starring Joe Montana. I did root for the Chiefs for those few years that Montana was there. I'm still pissed off that that the Niners got, traded him off. I understand it all, but I love Montana. I wish he would have stayed the whole time. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for my pickups. I got quite a few NES games that were on my list. I need to do a final count. I'm somewhere in the 300 range, but I need to do a count and kind of double check everything. All right, that's going to do it for pickups. Okay, there you have Stockton Con, or at least what I captured of it. I know I need to do a little better whenever I'm recording footage for events, but when I have my family there and I'm buying a lot of stuff and, showing them around, it's just not the same as whenever you're by yourself. Next time I need to at least do like a walkthrough, and then I can speak to the different vendors and show a lot of them off at least one pass. All right, guys, that'll do it for Stockton Con. All right, guys, like I said, next time I'll do a big pass through and I'll speak to all the cool vendors that aren't, gaming vendors. I will stop and chat with all of the vendors, ask them what their coolest, rarest pieces, or, they give their information and their social media accounts. I'll show off a lot more. I know what I need to do now, and I know how to speak over a video, so I learned a little bit this time. I just needed more footage. All right, so Guitar Rob says, Casey, I'm convinced you have the largest collection of the most wonderful video game consoles, games, controllers, and accessories. LOL, seriously, it's so cool. No, I am small time. You would be shocked at some of these collectors, what they've got. I mean, I'm a regular factory worker. I work a lot of double time to pay for all the crap I've got. I don't blow a lot of money on other things. Well, RC racing I do, probably just as much as gaming. But, I'm not blowing a lot of money besides RC racing and collecting and family. That's it. But I work a lot of double time to pay for it. But there's guys that are just naturally rich, can buy whatever the heck they want. Those guys have an insane collection. It's my gosh, I couldn't keep up. And television's my main. Everything else I kind of get a little bit of a time. I've got up here is 420 square foot, and I've got a big chunk of it in a temperature controlled shop in big crates, all organized by numbers. Eventually, we're doing a house out on later this year. I hope to get maybe another 100 and something square feet added onto this room, and I'll be able to show off a little bit more of the Intellivision items. I got to have everything handy and able to look at it. Otherwise, you forget. You don't remember all these variants and which ones you have and don't have. And I got to be able to go look and say, oh, I need that game before I buy them and just end up with a ton of spares. All right, so my voice is going. Sorry, guys. I need to get a drink of water here real quick. I just read. Retro Bliss says Casey needs to donate to charity. Me. Retro Bliss says I had a great morning, afternoon talking with Daryl Gunther regarding some secrets in Popeye 7800 and his upcoming game. At some point, Mousetrap. Oh, now you've had him on the show, right? I definitely would suggest looking up Retro Bliss Gaming and finding those episodes with the podcast with the different people. They've also had on Carlos. Mike's Gaming Gala does that one as well. They both go live. You can watch on either one. They have a lot of good guests and a lot of good shows. I enjoy that Tuesday show. All right, so next up, we're going to talk about some... I didn't make a little graphic this time, but I want to show you 4 Intellivision-related videos you should have checked out this last week. And the links to these are already in the description. Those are the ones that I did get in. So here, let me see. First up, there was... If you guys don't know who Decle is extremely knowledgeable. He's a high-tech guy. He knows a ton about the PlayCable. I have quite a PlayCable collection, including 2 of the units. I have manual instruction sets. I have signed, memorabilia. I really love collecting for PlayCable. The problem is the stuff I need now is probably more rare than the unit. And Pete went live, had Decle on, and there was also the Intellivision Collector, and Go Game Go Jeff was there. So definitely you should watch this. It's really cool to listen to Decle talk and show off anything, but the PlayCable is something so unique and rare, and some of the work that he's done to it. Highly recommend watching this. Next up, where is it? We've got DJC. He did Intellivision Saturday Night Live. He plays games, chats, has some drinks. It's always a good time. I catch it every chance I get. He streams more than anyone I know for Intellivision. It's hard to catch them all, but now that I'm back to work, what I can't catch live, I will watch on the replay. So definitely go check that out. The link's in the description as well. Next up, I ran into this Intellivision emulation setup, RetroArch Android. I don't know if that was just for the phone or just RetroArch. I've never tried that, but I thought it was definitely interesting and something you don't see every day. This was from about 5 days ago. Retro Games Forever posted this video this last week. So if you're interested in RetroArch and running Intellivision on it, definitely go check that out as well. And last but not least, we've got the bowling league. It was week 2 last Thursday. I got my ass handed to me after winning the first week. Those handicaps were brutal, and I didn't bowl the best. I had a hard time getting kind of any consistency, but we've got Chuck, Papa Pete, myself, PJ, Smith, Cyrus, Super Mega Graphics 64. Anyone that wants to bowl, you can come on for 1 week, half of them sporadically here and there, or all of them. The way the format works, it's great. Everyone bowls. Up to 10 people can be on a week at a time. We all bowl 3 games really quick, all same time, and we'll rank. Top 5 move on to the tournament. So if you don't make the top 5, you're done. Just hang out and watch and chat. Top 5 plays 4, winner plays 3, winner plays 2, winner plays 1. So you've got a champion, a new champion every week, and you can just be part of all of them. You don't have to do it like last year whenever we had to pretty much go the whole league. So if you have any way to do it, or you need a little bit of help and you're interested in it, we can help you. Come participate. I'm calling out Atari Creep, Rich, Bacon Ice Cream Productions. Roger might be able to come in 1 week. We've got Sean, Salvador maybe. I'm trying to think on top of my head. There's several people that could do it. And, just try it once. It's a lot of fun. It'd be good to have some new blood in there. So those are the videos I've got this week. Definitely check them out. I've watched them all, and I enjoyed them all. especially that PlayCable one. I need to finish watching that one because I was at Stockton Con while that was coming on, but I was listening to a lot of it and then was watching it when I had a few free minutes. And when I got back, I caught a little bit more of it, but I do need to finish that. All right, so what do we got next? We've got some gameplay. So I'm going to try to do more gameplay every few episodes. I want to do some gameplay of the Homebrew highlights and not just like show it off. We got a lot of streamers like Chuck, Intellivision Dude, and they play the games, and that's what I need to do a little bit more of. I'm more, about the news and, showing you guys cool stuff, but I want to play the games too. So today I wasn't sure what to do for the show. So I'm like, we're going to pick 2 games and we're going to play them. And I'm thinking about when I don't have someone on for interviews or special guests, when I show you the Homebrew highlight, I'm going to play that game for maybe 30 minutes, close to it, on that episode. That way I don't get so far behind in showing you guys these games. And whenever I'm catching up, like tonight, I will do 2 games and try to catch up and get caught up. So first up, we're going to play a game, Adventures of Tron. It was never out for Intellivision. It came out for the Atari 2600 for the games Mattel put out. And it did come out for a homebrew several years ago for Intellivision. And it is also on Tron Anthology. If you pick that one up, I had never played it until last year. I really enjoy it. It's kind of simple, but it's still fun. And it's Tron. What's not to love? So without further ado, we're going to get into some Tron. And then the second game, we're going to play Galaxian. And then we'll close out the show after that. So we've got some gameplay. I'll pause now and then and chat with you guys and catch up. Before I get in here, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll play if Casey stops sandbagging. I got my ass kicked, Dennis. DJC, oh my gosh. He bowled like a 700 something series. He was like 230, 250, 2 whatever, and he had a good size handicap this week. His handicap will definitely be almost nothing this week, I can tell you. But yeah, I don't sandbag. I bowl the best I can. Sometimes I suck. Sometimes I bowl good. Retro Bliss says Casey, John, Gen X Grown Up will be on up tomorrow to talk about the top 10 2600 games for those who like 2600. I love those kind of shows. I just did one and we talked about it. Talking about top 10 this, top 10 that for all different consoles. I mean, here I'm only Intellivision, but you do everything. Those are great shows. When you need something to fill in, let's do a top 10 show. I can do that for most old consoles. I mean, I haven't maybe played every single game. I played a lot, and I definitely have a top 10. Salvador, bowling, yes. So I forgot to mention, if you join the league, you get the ROM. This is a special version. It is Striker, but a tweaked version. So you will get a Striker ROM if you participate in the league. So you can't beat that. Come have some fun, bowl with us, get a version of the game that you can play. This is the 2025 version of Striker. It's mostly the same as the box version. He just made it a lot more, sensitive on how you bowl, like the angles and all of that. So it's really hard to be consistent. A lot of times these old games, okay, I found my mark. Strike, 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 strike. Nope, you can't do that on this one. Sometimes you can get on a roll. Other times you can't get a strike, 2 strikes in a row to save your life. Yeah, DJC was on fire. That's one of the best entire nights I've seen in both leagues. I've had my moments. Pete's had his moments. DJC's busted out some good games, but that whole series, that was, oh my gosh, he was incredible. It's like he was a machine that night. Yes, definitely. That'll be a good one to check out tomorrow. If you want blood, you got it. Let's do it, Creeper. Talk to Papa Pete and just let him know that what week you want to be on. Like I said, if you're free, tell Papa Pete, hey, I'd like to do bowling this week. And you can do it every week. You can do it just whenever you're free. Salvador, we have bowlers. Bowling. I had several games. I didn't even make 100. And I was trying. They were calling me sandbagger, but trust me, I was over here frustrated as all hell. I couldn't do anything. Then all of a sudden, boom, I started bowling 200 plus games and I got on a roll and I didn't have any breaks, which really helps. But it's a lot of fun just hanging out and chatting. I know you can do it because you've been on Papa Pete's. I saw you on there. Was it Bagman? Whatever you played that one week. And Phil, if you want to come on one week and you're free on a Thursday, it only takes about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on if you make the top 5. Definitely be fun to come play some bowling with us. David, you can message me on Facebook. I will put you in touch with Papa Pete. I'm just one of the guys bowling in the league. It is Papa Pete's league. So if you reach out to Papa Pete, you can find him on Facebook. Papa Pete, the old guy gamer. I don't think it says ass on Facebook, but it might. You can reach out to me and I could help you get in touch with Papa Pete. It's really easy. It's a lot of fun. Top 10 Amigo release dates. Oh boy. Salvador, come on. I need help setting up streaming. Never done it before. A lot of us can help you with that. In fact, this week, if you have equipment or need to know how to set it up, get a hold of me. I can come on. I have a kind of a sample set up for when I help people that are guests coming on that never been on. I just have it ready to go. I'll send you a link. We can go in there and I can, it's just private. We're not live. And I can show you what to do, how to get it set up, and we can test it out. So I'd be happy to help. Be great to have some new people. Yep, at DJC Game Studio, says the Creeper. I may, but I get sleeping after taking my Geritol. It doesn't go super late. I know you're over there towards the East Coast, but it only goes about an hour and a half max. And if you haven't practiced, you may not make the top 5. I'm just saying, if we get 7, 8 people in 1 week, it may be pretty quick. If you practice, it's a lot of fun. It's that tournament style that I like. I had a lot of fun last year, but the tournament style, I really like the format Pete came up with this year. We can do 10 people max. All right, I'm caught up. Let's get into Adventures of Tron. Put it on here. All right. That thing is colorful, man. Like I said, Phil, it'd be cool if you could just 1 week, whenever you're feeling good, let's get you in on that Experience Bowling League. And you get a cool ROM out of it. All right, so you have to collect both bits, and then you can go up to the next level. You have to cross before you can go up again. I'm actually getting lucky right here. Oh, no, not that time. Right to the top and plow. So now I got to start again, but I don't have to collect the bits until I get up to the top where I missed them. Uh-oh, which way is this coming from? Oh, good. Now don't come out right. No, same thing. Come on. I did not practice this before going live. I should have, but I did not. So I can drop down and go back across, and maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, here we go again. Oh! Well, now I'll be able to move on anyway. So once you get that beam, you can enter it at any level here you see, and then you're on to the next level. Oh, I missed that somehow. It looked like I had it. Oh! And I fell down. No! And I missed it. I'm going to have to drop back down. Uh-oh, tank. Oh, and I dropped. That might have been good because I probably would have been dead right there. I'm curious who's played this. I know it's on the simple side, but it's Tron. I've liked it since I started playing it. Oh no, not again! You think I would learn? Drop back down, go across the other side. Don't pop out right where they come out or pop up. Drop down, go back across. Oh no, I'm going to do it again, aren't I? Oh, I didn't want to drop in the middle. Let me catch up on chat. I might, but I'm having an epileptic fit right now. Does Striker Bowling ROM work on the PyRTO2? I can test that for you, Salvador. I believe it will. You have to have bin and config files on that, no ROMs, and you can get it in ROM or bin and config file for the new version. But I mean, reach out to Pete. He will have all the details, but I don't know if he has the PyRTO2. But I do, and I will put it on there and test. Send me a message, and I can do that tomorrow for you, buddy. Rick, you were the other one that I wanted to call out for Bowling League. I know you have a setup and you can play as well, and you're quite good at games. It'd be fun to have you on at least for 1 week. It'd be cool if you could make it. We need new blood. We need new blood. All right, what's going on here? Is my game over? Is that what's going on? I guess so. Sorry for the flash. I was going to move on without collecting the bits. Got them both in the same one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. And I missed it. Pop back down. That's what I need to do more of right there. Uh-oh, am I going to make it? Yes! Oh, I missed the one. Come back, come back. Uh-oh. So I can drop back down, go to the middle. That's more of the strategies I need to be using. All right. So there's the tank. Drop down, and we're off. Look at that. I think I'm already higher than the score I got the last few times I tried. We've got tanks all in the mix. Uh-oh. And I was shot by the tank. We're already getting close to how far I've been in the game. I played it for Astro Smash Mondays. And back down. But I haven't played it like on a serious level. Okay, now I like going this direction here. All right. Uh-oh. No! Whoa. It's a darn good thing I fell right there. I've only got one more to get. Because if I didn't fall, I would have been dead. Ooh, that was close. We're going to make it. On to the next one. 1,500. Almost forgot to jump there. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. As soon as you go across, you can go back and go up the same one. So there are... Oh, I thought I made it. Once you start going, they can't hit you. I wasn't quite there yet. You don't want to mess up because now they're all coming. Oh, the Tron Solar Sailor. No. Uh-oh, saved me, but oh, how'd I miss those? Got it. Oh, that was close. Woohoo! Another split second, and I would have been dead meat. Uh-oh. Woohoo! Oh, it's getting trickier. missed it. That's not good. Neither is that. Or that. All right, we're back up here. Oh, come on, come back. Oh. I couldn't get out of that one. I was one away from passing another level, 3,300. Probably my high score, to be honest. I'll catch up with you guys here in a second. Oh, no. I do have another one. I thought that was my last man. I don't even know where it tells you. No! It looked like I jumped over. I don't know that you can jump over that. So that's it. Let me catch up here and we'll play again. Yep, it's been a while. It's not a game that it's like full of depth, but I do enjoy it. I don't know. I played it for the first time a while back, and every once in a while I'll pull it out and play a few levels. My kids like to play it as well. I think this is one of the best classic Intellivision games. And this is one that we never got original in the original 125 library. It came as a homebrew, and then we had it in Tron Anthology. It's too difficult to catch the sprites. Let's try again. 3,300 is the high score. For me, anyway. Oh, not down. Oh, of course, and here we go. Once you mess up, it kind of throws everything out of rhythm, and I'm going to do it again here. Oh, good. If you can keep track of... No, that's not what I wanted to do, and I forgot I could have pressed down. I thought it was going to take me the other way. This game is not starting off near as good as the last one did. Dang it. Yeah, this one's not going to last long, guys. We should get up here, but are they going to come out? Uh-oh. All right, at least we made through the first one. No! No, Solar Sailor screwed me up and killed me. I wanted the bit, not the free ride. No. No! I probably should have went down and not waited for that. I move on, but I lost a life. Oh, I missed it. That's not good. Tanks make it a lot harder. Not the Solar Sailor. That actually might have saved me, though. Woohoo! Bad start, but we're doing all right now. No! Woo! No! Yep, 1980 ended up not being a bad game for me, but the beginning part, man, that sucked. David says, man, your contractors are there late. I can hear them banging away. Let's do it again. Now, the hard part for me is to go back. I'm trying to log my high scores for everything and keep track. The hard part is to find your high score and go back. Uh-oh. No. And record it after the show. Because usually when I'm done with this show, I run down, eat dinner, and my family already ate. On Mondays, I almost never eat with them. So I heat it up, have dinner, chat with them a little bit, make sure they're doing homework, getting ready for bed. No! And then I try to come back up here, if all goes well, and finish up any links or loose ends. Put stuff away sometimes that I've gotten. Made a mess. Oh, I got lucky there. They can touch you as long as you start to move the direction you need to. Oh, man. I don't know if I can make this. We'll see. Nope. Dang it. I'm kind of stuck in a loop here. Whew. Made it. Oh, come on. It's moving extra slow. I missed both of them. Yeah. Uh-oh. No. Not you. I didn't want you. Now I've got to go down again. Solar Sailor can help you, but it can also screw you up. Oh, I missed them both. Ah. And I'm dead. I knew it too. Why did I do that? Sometimes I think I can jump like Mario and still head in that direction. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with the tanks. I realize now when I see a tank, I just need to get out of Dodge. All right. 1,500. Oh. Yep, get away from the tanks. They're moving quicker. There's more of them. 1740. And I'm dead again. I haven't played this long enough to have like muscle memory of like when I look at something, I know exactly what to do. I like it. I mean, like I said, it's not an in-depth Tron game by any means, but it's just that quick and dirty. Play it for a while and you're done. It's like Stampede. It's like I enjoy playing it. It doesn't take long, and you can get several games in like 10 minutes. Where are we at here? We'll do one more, and then we'll move on to Galaxian. Man, my allergies are driving me nuts. And I don't have allergies very often anymore, hardly ever, but there's 10,000 almond trees around me. And they're bothering me right now. Oh. Uh-oh, come on. Oh, I gotta come back to the other side. Yes! Got that one. Oh, come on! No, don't go! Once you realize that it's too late going up that elevator. No. We're going to do it again. A bad start and then a good finish. Uh-oh, get over there, get over there. Back and forth, back and forth. Ugh. All right, at least I nailed it, and I can go down and get out of there. I would have swore I pushed that button. My fingers, my thumb's getting sore. No! You're watching the one side and not paying attention. They're about to come out of the next row up. I know you can find their patterns. I've done it. Yep, I thought I better go down there. Uh-oh, here's a tank. No, not the... Oh, I missed it. No! Ugh. We're still going. This is definitely not a good one to finish out on. I think I need more than about 30 minutes. Nowhere to go. I guess I could have went back to the right. 12:30. 1:30 in. All right. Let's go back. I won't flash you guys. Adventures of Tron. I enjoyed that, but now just... Man, it makes me want to play more. Because I didn't do too well. Now we're going to play some Galaxian. I love shooters. Does this have auto fire? It does! Oh, thank God. Thank you, whoever put in auto fire. It does get annoying, though. Turn it off. Woo! You should be getting more points when they're in air versus up there in formation. Normally, I have a hard time playing games that are supposed to be in portrait when it's a landscape like this, but this one works pretty well. I'll try to turn off auto fire in between because it is loud. No! I couldn't get out of that one. $54.90. Here's screen 4. Ooh, I almost missed that. Last second out of the corner of my eye, I saw that bullet. Oh! I almost got a tag there. 7,050. Screen 5. I think what I'll do now, I'll put up polls and pick the game, you know, say 4 of the games that I want to play, because you can only do 4 on a poll. And then I'll let you guys pick what we play for that episode. Let you guys choose. Come on. No! 8780. Trying to get all three there. It's really hard on this one. I thought I was dead right there. $10,870. Here is screen 7. Yeah, definitely getting faster. This will be a good candidate for some more modern controllers too. I need to do some more videos on the adapters. I'm really looking forward to the final versions of those and you guys being able to pick them up. The coolest thing is they started out several adapters and now they're being combined. So like I said earlier, sorry, I was trying to stop that. Woo! Super Nintendo and Nintendo are now combined. So you buy one adapter, it barely got me, instead of 2. Same thing with Sega, Atari, and I can't remember what else is combined with that one. A few adapters, you'll be able to use all kinds of controllers. Like I said, my favorite part, those 8-bit-do modern controllers that work for retro consoles, I bought a bunch of them, and they work. So that is pretty sweet. Oh, man. We might be reaching the end of my skill level here. Yeah, I thought so. 15,000 on the dot. Let me screenshot that. Let me catch up on Cyrus. What's going on? Shooters. Yes, I said that earlier. I love shooters. I love this one so much, I forget it exists. Galaxian is one of the games I bought from Rev in December. Sweet. There's not too many people that are collecting homebrews as fast as Kurt can. I always say I'm jealous because there's only a few variants I need, and I can't. And watching him pick all these up, I get jealous. Guitar Rob, this is a cool version of Galaxian. I've not seen it before. Well, I'm glad you like it. Brian F. Casey, I believe this is one of DJC's favorites. He has a lot of favorites. I'm so jealous how many games he gets to play in lengthy amounts of time. I wish I had some more time. I try to do that good balance between work, overtime, paying for all this crap I buy behind me, family, kids. You know, I'm older. I'll be 50 this year, but my kids are 9 and 12. So we do a lot of family stuff. I also do high-level RC racing. I don't mean high-level like national events or anything, just not for play, or it's serious racing is what I do. I don't believe so, but I can't remember. I end up with a lot of them doing game testing and showing off for YouTube, but I can't remember if that one was available in a ROM package at once upon a time. If you send me a message, I'll reach out and ask about it. 14 games from Rev just recently. Woohoo! He's been doing a lot of restocks and he's still working on his store, and I'll let you guys know when that comes back up. I'm hoping it'll be fairly soon. There's a few people that need certain games, like Michael Doherty needs XOR or XOR, however you want to call it. And there's a few other people I know looking for certain games on December. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of them. All right, let's go again. Why the heck is it already fast? Is it just me? Or is it like some of the old games where once you play them, they're harder? So 15,000 I got last time. Let's see if we can beat that. If I can save some of my men and not die in the earlier levels, maybe I can get a little farther, but it got really fast there. Also, getting them only whenever they're down. I could get higher score that way. That definitely looked fast right there. What the heck? I was missing everything right there. Oh, that was close. 4760. You don't want to miss when they're close. I think I forgot to tell you about Cyrus, Super Mega Graphics 64. If you don't already know about him, he does a lot of all kinds of games. He does a lot of late night streams. I'm back to work now, so I'll have to catch those the next day as I'm not up that late on a work night. Plus, he is more towards the East Coast, so it's still kind of early for me, but it's still late even for me. He's one that is very fun to just hang out and chat with. Sometimes he does a whole bunch of chatting and a little bit of gameplay, and sometimes it's a lot of gameplay, a little bit of chat, but it's always fun hanging out in Cyrus's live streams. Although I forgot, I still haven't went. There was that one that you had a little bit to drink, and I never went back and saw that. I've never seen you that toasty. I'm going to have to go find that. Oh, why'd I do that? Oh, I'm dead. Crap. I'll catch up with you guys after this. I don't know that I'm going to last a whole lot longer in this one. Oh, I got the points there. All three of them. I find that much easier to do in the portrait mode than this one. There's just not enough room. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I need to take off auto fire, at least for this part. My thumb is just so darn sore. Oh boy. We're getting close to our high score. Oh, that was coming fast. Ooh, that was threading the needle there. Where'd they go? I didn't even get them. Oh, no. When it decides to speed up, that's crazy. Oh! We're so close to that high score. Oh, I don't even know how I did that. Oh, wow. 15,040. Beat it by 40 points. All right, let me catch up on chat here. I see someone new. What is going on, Michael Hayes? Going to bed now that I'm off third shift. So you're not working. A lot of times you're working whenever we're on. Kurt Bradshaw says Electronite collection will be completed in a few weeks from William, Boulder Dash, and Star Mercenary. Nice. And APA. All good games. My total collection of Electronite games are on its way from William. Oh, Paulista Avenue Redux. Okay. I'm thinking I'll move my Twitch live streams to Friday evening. It's the only evening that doesn't conflict with any. I know that is so hard. A lot of times I am free, but it's like Jeff's on, Papa Pete, You know, Mike's Gaming Gala, Phil, when I was off, he does a lot of mornings. I did a couple when I didn't see anything, but you know, it's like I only play on YouTube, so I try to not go over anyone else, and I do my best. A lot of times I just won't stream if I see people on. I try to follow it, but man, there's so many of us. Dr. Petrovich, what's going on? Good to see you. We are playing some Intellivision homebrew games. We played Adventures of Tron. Now we're playing some Galaxian. Michael says, today was my first day on first shift. I get to sleep at night. Oh, yes, I forgot. You're switching. Now, is this permanent or is this just for a while? I'm curious. I was on swing shift for like, oh man, I don't know, 6-7 years. Something like that. And then I went to graveyard for 1 year, and I've been on day shift now for about 14 years. Yes, sir. I don't believe I'm missing any homebrews, just a few variants. Like I only have 2 versions of Fortress. I'm missing 2 of them. I have every major release, though, for Intellivision homebrew. 200 and something of them behind me right here. All right, permanent, accepted a promotion. Congrats. When I was in corrections, I love the graveyard shift. Yeah, I did too. My job before where I work now, you got to go back to 96 to 2001. A lot of us high seniority guys chose graveyard because we were a call center. It was for the deaf and hard of hearing. And you got paid on typing speed. Well, I typed really fast. I was one of the high paid guys, and at the time it was pretty good money. We would work graveyard where you got almost no calls, and we would just all hang out and visit, did the calls when they came in, and we could work overtime 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and make that good money. It would be busy time, that's the evening, and then we could just kind of relax our regular 8 hours. So when you wanted overtime, it was easy money. And we, like I said, we just hung out and visited. There was only a handful of us on graveyard. I did that for like 3 years, 3.5 of my 5 years I worked there. I left when I went to my current job. Just a heads up, Little Man Computer uses JLP. When you try it out on physical hardware, you'll want an LTO flash. Okay, I definitely have one of those. Unfortunately, I only have one these days, so it better not go kaput. All right, let's play again. We still got lots of time. Sound volume still good for this game, guys, or is it a little loud? I know it's really loud on my end, but that doesn't always mean it's loud for you guys. For those of you just coming in or missed it earlier, I am going to another game show this Saturday. It's about an hour 20, something like that away from me. And it's just gaming vendors, I believe. 30 plus game vendors. And I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, I will cover this one better. It's not a big show like the one at Stockton Con or PRGE or something like that. It is at a very large retro game store. And they're doing an event there. So it should be focused all on gaming. And I'm looking forward to picking up a lot of games, and I will show you guys. Oh! Can't die this early on. Oh, I saw it, but I couldn't get out of there. Can't be losing a life like that. That was the easy stuff. You know what? I didn't even look in the manual. I'm hitting disc. I don't know if there's levels on this. Uh-oh. I might be getting trapped here. Whew. I probably should have looked at the manual before going live to play it. Whoa. Oh, man, that was close. All right, so 4 man, or level 4. Level 5. If I want to do a high score run, I should probably take off auto fire and just shoot at them all as they come down. Or I can miss them all like that. Just like Astro Smash, it's hard to be as precise with auto fire on. I hate having to push the button 100,000 times, but let's try it. I think this is one I want to play with a modern controller for that fire button. Got a few of them there. Uh-oh! Oh, he's going to disappear again. I missed him. 10,290. Whoa! Oh, that was frustrating. It wasn't shooting, and I wanted to shoot there. All right, we're getting there. Close. 12,190. Uh-oh. It was time to go. Pinching me off and firing at the same time from up above. No! I didn't see any way out of that one. I don't even know how I made it through that one! Or that one, for that matter. Oh! I'm leaving auto fire on. This is the level I die on, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I missed them all. All right, we've got a new high score. Woo! Is that it? Yep, gotta be. 16,350. Let me see if there's anyone new in chat. Sounds fine, volume's perfect. Okay, good. It is a little loud here. I had planned on pulling out this computer desk before I went back to work. I have a new add-on for my Mac, gives me a lot more ports. I want to pull it out and actually be a few feet farther back, put the rail system that I've got above me with all the lights and cameras and mics and move it back some. I want to put a third light in the middle. I'm going to use a much better camera and have it coming off in the middle and use the webcams for other areas. One of them, I have a small desk that's going to go to the left of me, so I'll have like a little L desk, and I'm going to use that for whenever I'm showing things off. Like say I've got my PlayCable apart or my Tutor Vision or, you know, games, and I'm showing them off. I can have a camera face down, and I'll be here like where I'm at, but where you see the game, I'll have whatever I'm showing you guys. It'll make things a lot easier. Also, if I'm not showing anything off, I'm going to have another monitor and a couple consoles connected up. So when I go live on the other channel, I can switch back and forth easily between like 3 to 5 consoles, have them just ready to go with the HDMI switch. So, but it's a lot of work, and I have to have like close to a week because I have everything around me. You can't see it, but there's shelving units, stuff just everywhere. I got to move it all out, pull the desk out, get behind there, and reconfigure everything, put it all back. So I probably won't do it till next week. I've got a lot going on this week, and some appointments I got to do. but it'll be fun when I get that finished. All right, let's make sure I didn't miss anything here. Could you play Spine of the Bee? I got the CIB game, but not sure how to play it. That makes two of us, Kurt. I can play it. Let me see. If I can figure it out, I haven't played that one either. I would have to figure it out before I play live or make a video. Volume is perfect. Sound is fine. The missus says hi. Hello, hello. Thank you for letting Michael watch. David says, I got shift work disorder from my years on graves. Where I work when I first started, there's not a whole lot of areas. You got day shift and usually high seniority or certain jobs only. And you've got a lot of rotating shifts. So they were 12-hour days, 28-day rotation, and once a month you got 7 days off. I only did that for about 2.5 years. I'm like, I'm going into maintenance. I'm going into the mold shop, whichever one took me first. Mold shop took me. I think I lasted about little over 2 years, and I applied and got in on the first try. Luckily, it's very hard to get my job, and I didn't last too long on those shifts. But 12 hours is a long time, and the working weekends, you can't be like, especially I didn't have kids then. If they're in sports, with school, you do have no regular life because you're couple days, 12 hours day shift, then a day or two off, and you go to graveyard for 3 days, and then 2 days off, 2 graveyards, you go back to days. It's like a big rotation, and you work all days, kind of mixed all up. So I don't miss that, but I'll tell you what, it is nice having 7 days off in a row every 28 days. I didn't even use vacation unless I needed it for certain days. I saved it and cashed it out. Keelan Man. What's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Smash that like button. Thank you. Fat Boys Gaming and Nonsense. Number 20, like hype. Michael says, I played Spine of the Bee this summer on my Twitch live stream. Uses only the disc. Pollinate the flowers. Don't touch the stems or you'll lose pollen. And don't go off screen or it's game over. Slappy, what's going on? Good to see you, sir. Is there any plans on creating an Intellivision homebrew for Galaga? I have heard of it. I would love, Galaga's my favorite old school shooter. But right now, I think we've got Gorf and Galaxian as far as the old school ones. I want to say it can be done, Slappy, but I'll reach out. I need to find out if that's going to be in the works still. All right, where are we at? Let's do one more. 16,350 is what we've got to beat. Last game, almost 2 hours. 10 o'clock, time for bed. Good night, Michael. Thanks for coming in. It's going to be different with you on the different shift, that's for sure. And once again, congrats on the promotion, Michael. Man, my voice is going. Ugh, almost died there. Trying to get a little more focused. That's what I need to do right there. Whoa. Oh. See if I can get it again. Nope. Well, maybe this time. I got it in the wrong order. Mike's Gaming Gala. Yes, it's Monday. One of the days you don't sleep a lot, if I remember right. I'm actually doing some gameplay, something I don't get to do too often. We played Adventures of Tron after the show. I mean, I always do the show. But did about a half hour of Adventures of Tron and Galaxian now. Great. Now I've got somebody going to be screaming at my gameplay. My high is 16,000 something only. We're going to try to beat it. This is the final game. We're 2 hours in of the show anyway. My stomach is growling. Being at work, I can't just snack anytime I want. Had lunch, but that's like 11:30. 11:30 Pacific time, of course. And I always eat really late on Mondays. Uh-oh. I don't make my family wait for me. I never know how long the show is. She asked me today, in fact, how long is your show going to be? I'm like, how long have I been doing this? I have no clue. Sometimes it's an hour and a half. Sometimes it's 3.5. Whenever I'm done. It's never my intention to go that long anymore. I try to do 1.5 to 2 hours, but it's not easy. Especially if you have gameplay mixed in. I did show off Stockton Con, Mike. Not very well, mind you, but I did more than I usually do. And I made a promise to do better the next one. I'm going to another show this weekend. My wife might be getting sick of these shows. There's so many local ones. I keep learning about more all the time. I've got at least 2 a month. Sometimes 3 weekends. Show on Saturday, work on Sunday to pay for everything I bought. Oh! What's up, Miles? Good to see you. I'll catch up in a minute here. I can't look away for very long. Oh, I was hoping to get that one. No! Ooh. All right, we're getting close to that high score here. Wave 9. I don't usually make it past this one. Oh, and there it goes again. Oh, boy. We're right there at the high score. I don't even know. Definitely, I don't think I've passed that level before. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Definitely into high score territory now. Nothing like ending a night with a high score. Oh, come on, I'm missing everything. It'd be really cool to make this one. Crap. Next level, 18,000. Screen 11. Woo! Come on, get out of there. Oh, that was too fast. That's got to be it. Let me screenshot that. 19,260. I don't know if that's good or not, but it's good for me. That's all I'm worried about. Let me see here. Make sure I didn't miss anything up there. David says, gotta run. Good night, all. Hope to see you guys Thursday for bowling. Definitely reach out to me if you want to get set up. Anyone's interested in bowling, you'll be supplied the ROM. Mike, if you're ever free on Thursdays, I think that's your family time. But if you ever 1 week want to try bowling with us, the new format, that's how it works. It's a lot of fun. No, you read the instructions. No need for me to scream at the screen. That's a lot of the fun though of watching Retro Bliss. Whenever he does some games pretty good, but whenever he's stuck on a part and everyone's like, ah, and he doesn't see it in the chat, I like watching you yell at him. Miles Smith, now someone make Galaga. Yes, I love Galaga. It's my favorite of all these Gorf, Galaxian. I love Galaga. Thank you. I don't know how good it is. This is a man that could probably get that score in one man. On faster levels, it looks like staying out of the corner is a good thing. Yes. So I was trying to go back and forth between the fire and when they're diving down. The problem is there's like a little bit of slowdown, I think. And all of a sudden it goes, speeds up. And you got guys that'll start moving fast that are moving slow. And then the fire just kind of shoots down there. Yeah. And Tim and AJ. Especially AJ. Sometimes Tim. I talk to the screen sometimes with Tim too. All right, guys. That is going to do it for tonight's show. Only a little over 2 hours. Not bad for me. Next week, we have episode 57. We're going to be the Wheel Spin Show. So we're going to have on PJ Smith, Cyrus, DJC, and myself. We've got maybe 3 more shows. We went through all the games on the 125 that we can play. We spin the wheel. We all play the game, little friendly competition. We'll have some more news and all the other goodies as well. There will not be any gameplay in that one because we're going to get as quick as possible to the Wheel Spin Show. So if you haven't already, give me a like. And if you're new here, I thank you for stopping in. If you like Intellivision content, consider subbing. I put out Intellivision content every week, sometimes every few days. I appreciate you all. Good night, and we'll see you in the next one.